Well, I I had a speeding ticket. I don't know if I mentioned it. I know I mentioned it a few videos ago or whatnot. I had a speeding ticket for it was 61 miles an hour over 45 in a Minnesota town. Now, this town is about two farmhouses, a dairy, and a bunch of barns. Um, I can't exactly remember where it was. I want to say it's Route 10. I know I went through a larger town before that where the actual courthouse was and everything. And it's 35 mile an hour. And, I saw that speed limit sign and everything. I remember coming around the bend. I remember stopping at a gas station around a bend and then coming out of that fuel station and proceeding down the road, which I thought was 55. I had the cruise control set on probably 58 or somewhere around there. I wasn't really no hurry, but I didn't want to do 55 exactly. But the officer was coming the other way, and apparently in Minnesota, they are allowed to, well, they have their radar is on 20, as soon as they get in the vehicle, I guess, they can turn it on. He pinned me with the radar going the other way, doing whatever he thinks I was going, and then turned around and I guess pinned me just coming into the town. So, according to his radar, I was doing 61 mile an hour. Now, I don't know if there are any hills or not. I can't remember, but I pretty much got his due to the fact I hired a lawyer for like $1,000 to hopefully bring this ticket down to a non-moving violation, which didn't happen. I got his video off his dash cam, and I had my dash cam, and we pieced them together. And technically, he pinned me in a 55, but I guess he just assumed that I would go through the town speeding. That's why he turned around. And yeah, pretty much. I got a 15 mile an hour over, exactly 15. Like I said, it was a 45. He said I was doing 61 on the dot. And yeah, so the ticket ended up, being a 15 over, which is horribly bad. It's practically reckless driving in a commercial vehicle. And just now, I finally got the court case and the court hearing, and pretty much the DA basically said that they'll drop it down to a 1 to 10, and they ain't going to make it a non-moving violation, no matter what. She said that I can either have a jury hearing in court, and I can pay for all fees and associated, whatever comes with that. She was trying to make it out to sound like that I would have to even pay for the officer coming in. So, pretty much, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have my first ticket ever. And I don't know, since whenever, let's see, I'm 35 now, and, I had my license since I was 16. So I'm going to have my first ticket. And of course, it's going to be in a commercial vehicle. So I've had my commercial license for about 13 years now. And yeah, it is what it is. So guys, if you're out there, if you're in Minnesota, at least, I know in my state, they are not allowed to use radar from a moving vehicle. It has to be stationary. That they won't rely on the radar readings and whatnot. So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I know my carrier is probably still not too happy about it. They sounded like they didn't want to have any movie violations on my license. So I might be having to look for a carrier anyway, which I assumed I took care of with this Clarksville refrigerated lines. But I can't get a hold of the recruiter. Then I was supposed to pretty much be hired. I just had to take the drug screening, but I can't get a hold of him, and he won't return my calls. So I'm assuming that maybe the ticket's on there. I don't know. So that's what's going to probably happen with that. Yeah, I might be having to look for a new carrier soon. So guys, if you're out there and at least speeding through Minnesota in the middle of nowhere or anywhere else, I'm guessing I'm guessing they're not playing anymore. I guess, there's hundreds and thousands of guys that have gotten out of speeding tickets. I guess I'm not going to be one of them, even with a clean record. And it is what it is. So, I mean, I'm not on here crying. I'm just going to tell you now that it looks like we're in a new world where they don't give a shit that you have a CDL. They don't care that it's going to follow you around. They don't care it's going to, if you're an owner operator, it's going to raise your insurance rates by maybe $5,000-$10,000 a year. They want that money, which I would have been perfectly happy with a seatbelt violation and still only paying them $250. Hey, to be honest, that $250 fine was cheap to begin with for 15 mile an hour over. In Pennsylvania over here, you probably would be looking at about a $500 fine, and who knows how many points or whatnot. So I don't know. Just watch out there. Take your time. Pay really good attention. It doesn't matter anyway, because DOT is going to pull you over for whatever they feel like anyway. So just hope you're not one of the guys on their list. And just so happens I came out to be one of the guys on the short end of the list this time. So it is what it is. I could pass, on 81 here, I could pass the way station today, and they could decide to pull me in. And I'm sure they can find something on a, 2007 International. So, shit happens. All right, I'm dying here, so I'll see you.